Hey guys, my ears are bleeding. Jam's Music Reviews. And today we are looking at the last of the big four, Soundgarden, Badmotorfinger. I don't know why I did that, but it's okay. I'm a goober for a reason. So, before we do this, we're going to go into a backstory a little bit before this album. Because as I said, there's a connection with Pearl Jam and Soundgarden, kind of a continued storyline. And I thought this was interesting because in 1991, it seemed like alternative and grunge was pushing to the mainstream. And, I said that Chris Cornell was with Temple of the Dog, which came out April 16th of 1991. Knowledge. But 91 I feel was the best year for grunge and alternative music coming out. If you count Red Hot Chili Peppers, I don't know. That's debatable. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Because on the same day Nirvana dropped Nevermind, Blood, Sugar, Sex Magic also came out the same day. I feel like Nirvana kind of pushed to number one. I'm not for sure. Which one do you guys think? I mean, they're both good albums. So, Louder Than Love, Soundgarden was great. I enjoyed that album. And like I said, he moved on to Temple of the Dog for a tribute to Andrew Wood. He was a good musician. Listening to some of his discography, I would say he's kind of like a pioneer of kind of the alternative thing that was going on. You had so many underground bands in the 80s. I named a few. There was Mudhoney, Skinyard, Green River. I also had Pixies. I keep saying Pixies because I love the Pixies. So, I'm rambling on. And I just find music to be fascinating sometimes, with these connections to different bands, who influenced who. And we're going to get to this album review of Badmotorfinger. And I'm a goober, ignore that. It is a great album. One thing that really kind of, and I said my ears were bleeding, one thing that I noticed was the heaviness of this album. Outshine coming in with that guitar riff. It's just like, and when he said, "Give me the power, child," I felt that. That the song it slaps. It's really good. So is Rusty Cage, which is another decent song off the album, popular song off the album. Slaves and Bulldozers, Jesus Christ Pose, also great highlights off the album. So is New Pollution, and New Damage was pretty interesting too, of sending a message about the right-wing government, and Holy Water pushing your beliefs onto somebody. Some of these things, the highlights off the album, this album is pretty heavy, and I enjoyed it, and also found out that they were nominated for a Grammy for this album, which is interesting, and I can see why. It's pretty superb. And with that, like I said, with the big four, all these bands had these different styles, but also these bands went into the mainstream in 91. And with Soundgarden, with this album, I'm feeling a low 9 on this album. Strictly because I think it's one of the big 91 albums. So with that, please like this video. Please give this goober a subscribe and ring the bell as well. And I will see you guys soon.